Okay, for HalloWeFit Strength, we're gonna start with an on the 45 seconds. You have 3 rounds. So your first movement is a full moon raise. Sorry, I get really excited talking about these movements because I think it's funny. It's so fun. Full moon raise, you're gonna get a pair of dumbbells. So they have 45 seconds to do 8 reps. So for this one, you're gonna go palms forward, which means thumbs are pointing outwards. So anytime you're doing something overhead, you wanna have this position because it's gonna clear the space in the shoulder. Because if they try to come here, they're only gonna go shoulder height. Okay, so for your full moon raise, the goal is to come from the sides of the body to fully overhead, tap those dumbbells at the top. So that is gonna be your full moon raise. Whatever time they have left is rest. If they don't feel comfortable with dumbbells, they can do it with a lighter dumbbell or just have them really focus on slow control coming overhead, making sure that that rib cage is pulled down, right? So they're getting that full overhead, but they're nice and stacked. So anything with weight can go without weight and just become a motor control exercise. Second exercise is gonna be a dead bug. So this is not a new movement to us. You can have them weight it or band it either with a band, a dumbbell, a kettlebell. So for your dead bug, a couple different options here. You're gonna lay flat on your back. So first option is just hold. So this is where they could weight it if they want, or you can band around the wrist to create tension, and they can just tap the heels down. Okay, option 2 is that leg's going out at a 45-degree angle. Or option 3, they can go all the way straight. Okay. You can also put a band around the feet to create more tension as you straighten out that leg. So depending on how comfortable or familiar you are with your members, give them that progression if it's appropriate. From there, we are going to go into our skull crusher. So a couple different options you can use for the skull crusher. I think since they were just on the floor for dead bugs, you can come right into our floor skull crusher, right? Arms are extended, feet are planted, right to that skull crusher. You can have them go right to their forehead. I have a tendency of wanting to go slightly above, just because if something slips, I definitely don't want to have them hit me in the face, right? So skull crusher here. I like holding end to end on your dumbbell because it creates enough space through the shoulders. But if somebody is more comfortable holding this way, it's not a safety concern. It's just my brain being very specific about motor control. You can also give them the option of a standing skull crusher here. Okay, for either one of these, you can change the feet to make it more challenging. So in standing, you could go single leg for your skull crusher. For the laying down, you can bring the feet up into that or reverse tabletop position if they want an extra core challenge. The last movement is going to be a mummy jack. I just thought it was a fun name, but it's really a toe touch jack. So they're doing a jumping jack, touch the toes, jumping jack, touch the toes. Again, with any sort of jumping jack motion, they can do the step out and then touch. If they don't feel comfortable with the touch, you can just have them do a regular jumping jack. It's totally fine. They'll have 12 of those. Again, 45 seconds, 3 rounds through. Our second work set for HalloWeFit Strength, we're doing an ascending ladder 1 through 5, and it's a 15-minute AMRAP. So the way this is going to work is there's 3 exercises in the ladder. So we have a scarecrow pull, a deadlift, a zombie squat. So basically you would do 1 of each, 2 of each, 3 of each. Once you've gotten to 5 of each, then we jump in and do our coffin sit-up. Okay, so the coffin sit-up is between 1 full ladder, not between the rungs. Okay, so for your 3 laddered exercises, we're going to start with a scarecrow pull, which is just a dumbbell high pull. So what you're going to do here is dumbbells are facing towards you. So again, because we're not going over shoulder height, you can have those palms facing towards you. Obviously not away because you can't do a high pull that way. But you don't have to worry about the space in the shoulder, is my point if you saw my previous video. long-winded. Scarecrow high pull, right to here, right? So you want to think about those dumbbells falling down from the elbows, and elbows are driving high and wide. I'm not coming way above my shoulders. They also probably won't be able to get much higher than that because of how that bony stop happens with the acromion and the humerus. From there we go to deadlift. This is not a new movement for you all, but just as a refresher, you're gonna find the kettlebell. This I do want them to try to go heavier with because we're only going up to a max of 5 reps. So we're gonna stand directly over top of that kettlebell. You're gonna find that hinge down, back stays nice and flat, drive those elbow pits forward, eyes are straight ahead, big inhale, find that nice strong brace, exhale, stand tall, okay? So that's gonna be your deadlift. If somebody has a hard time with the range for your deadlift, you can always bring that kettlebell up on blocks, or you can give them dumbbells and have them do an RDL. I don't have a fun Halloween name for the RDL at the moment, so if you have one, use it in class. Your next exercise is gonna be a zombie squat. So the zombie squat, they're just gonna have their arms extended out in front, finding that squat. Ideally, they're going to weight this, okay? If they don't want to weight it, give them a loop around their wrists so that we're at least creating shoulder tension. The kettlebell is gonna be a little bit more challenging, right, to hold than your dumbbell will be. So here's your zombie squat. Keeping those arms out straight in front. For the coffin sit-up, which is going to be between ladders, right? So you've done 1 through 5 of all these movements. And then you're gonna come into your long sit position. Okay, so this is your long sit. I want the dumbbell at the chest, okay? Or you can hold it up to add a little more challenge. This one is gonna help them lengthen through the trunk a little bit more. If anybody is complaining about their low back or they have concerns about their low back, you're gonna put one leg up like so that they have somewhere to plant, and they're coming here. Overhead. Okay? So that's your coffin sit-up. Last work set on HalloWeFit Strength is going to be a Tabata. So we're gonna go 20 seconds on, 10 seconds of rest, 4 rounds. They're gonna have a zombie walk or run. So for that one, we're trying to keep those legs really straight. They can increase the speed to make it a run versus a walk. Oh, wow. I'm not coordinated this morning. Sorry, guys. So zombie walk or run. So trying to keep those knees really straight. And then we have our spider crawl. So spider crawl is going to be sort of similar to a bear crawl. Let me slide you on down. But those knees are going to come wide versus tucked under. Right? So I'm finding my plank. I'm taking my leg out. Taking my leg out. Taking my leg out. It's a little funky, but it'll work the obliques a little bit more. You can also, if they don't want to crawl or if you don't have space, find your plank, come out,